It up.
Good morning, welcome to Kakaaki Social. Definitely on this segment, we spotlight the issues trending in the Nigerian social media. Top on the trends this morning, former Vice President of the World Bank, Dr. Obi Ezekwesili's presidential aspiration has topped the trends this morning. Let's go to Twitter, where her presidential aspiration has generated a lot of conversations. The former Minister of Education, Dr. Obi Ezekwesili, is in the presidential race, and this has been generating a lot of talk in the Nigerian social media. She's officially running for president. Nigerian ex-minister activist Ezekwesili to run for president. Bloomberg filed that report a couple of days ago, and then of course yesterday also the BBC had a version of that report. Let's take a look at how the BBC Africa filed that report yesterday. In the next slide, an evil ruling class is how Obi Ezekwesili has labeled Nigeria's politicians. The Bring Back Our Girls campaigner says she can do a better job and hopes to become Nigeria's next president. But the main candidates will be hard to beat. That's from the BBC Africa. But let's take a look at some of the tweets from Nigerians. From Tweet Oracle, just learned that Obi Ezekwesili has joined the presidential race. As eminently qualified as she is, as perfectly suited she is for the job of rebuilding the country and indeed polity, Nigeria is not just ready for a female president. No, not just yet. Wait a few years, I'd say. From Tweet Oracle, we saw that tweet yesterday, reactions to Ezekwesili's presidential ambition. And from Ezimo, we saw this tweet: can Ezekwesili win her local government area without snatching ballot boxes? Questions for Madam Due Process there. And then from Molotov Cocktail, we saw this tweet: why is Obi Ezekwesili doing this though? I want to know her reasons, because she doesn't have a decent shot at this. This opinion seems to think that Obi doesn't have a shot at the presidency. And from AY_Bikini, the reality is Obi Ezekwesili can never win the presidency election. It's not bad-mouthing, it's about the reality here. Even Buhari couldn't win on 4 occasions till a merger between different strongholds happened. Don't play yourself. Nigerian politics isn't won on social media. Advice to Obi Ezekwesili. And from Mr. Stanley Nwabia, we saw this tweet: who else has noticed that most of the small political parties are fielding Southerners as presidential candidates? Make no mistake about it, Buhari and APC have a hand in this development. Dilute and divide Southern votes. Even anti-Obi Ezekwesili is contesting. How? From Mr. Stanley Nwabia there. And from Babashola Kuti, Obi Ezekwesili emerges as ACPN presidential candidate. When did they do their own primaries? ACPN, I won't confuse people of Nigeria. From Babashola Kuti, Nigerians can't be so mean on social media. And Obi is not taking it easy at all on social media. She fired off a tweet yesterday attacking Atiku and Buhari. She said Atiku and Buhari belong to the same party. That party is called APC-PDP. And she added a flyer in that tweet. She said 6.5 dozen. Buhari and Atiku belong to the same party. The party is called APC-PDP. Both of them have failed. It is time to send them packing. It seems she's focusing the central message of her campaign on the fact that President Buhari and Atiku are the same. Now Nigerians are reacting to that. Please, madam, we love and wish to have you as our first female president, but not now. Don't confuse us, because you don't have what it takes to compete Buhari during the forthcoming presidential elections. From Sonny Okorie 9, and there more reactions to that tweet attacking Atiku and President Buhari. From Twitter user Kisil: I kind of agree with Obi Ezekwesili that Atiku and Buhari are not so different, but in a fight to take one down, we must stand with the better among the two. That is Atiku. Otherwise, we may lose at both ends. And then let's take a look at a few more tweets yesterday in reaction to that. From Josephat Obianigwe, we saw this tweet: dear ma, if Buhari have sent you to divide the articulated votes in the East, tell him we, the Eastern Youth Association, said it won't work for you all. Twitter user there. And then from Boss Charles, we saw this Twitter: were you not among the people who campaigned for Buhari because he didn't include you? You went mad. However, we are forgiving you, but this is not the right time. You don't have a pinch of what it takes to oust Buhari. Please go to the Senate or something, but not presidency. Advice to Dr. Ezekwesili there about her presidential aspiration. And also from Busted for Nigeria: madam, be very honest. You know you will not win a presidential election in Nigeria, at least for now. Why distract people? Why divide Igbo votes? Haven't Nigerians suffered enough? Give Atiku a chance to create jobs for our overpopulated country. Biko. Auntie Obi, Biko, from that Twitter user. And of course, former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, now presidential candidate of the PDP, is searching for a running mate. Who will be the vice presidential candidate of the PDP's presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar? Atiku Abubakar must be really searching right now. And let's take a look at how Nigerians are advising the presidential candidate of the PDP, from Akintewe Damilola Emmanuel Tem, tweeting at Akintewe T. Atiku should use Okonjo-Iweala as VP, and it's going to be a fierce battle. Let's take a look at more reactions from Jackson PBN, tweeting at from Jackson Ude, tweeting at Jackson PBN. In today's politics, sentiment does not win elections. It is strategic thinking and planning. Atiku must go to the southwest for a VP. I won't allow my sentiments to block my sense of strategic thinking. Please, I won't accept a debate based on sentiments. That Twitter user seemed to suggest that Atiku should head to the southwest for a VP candidate. From Miss Kazola 1, as per VP for Atiku and the region he or she should come from, this is my take. The southeast and south-south is already a PDP state. PDP winning in those regions is guaranteed. The Southwest is a key battleground for PDP. Therefore, a VP from the Southwest will help boost the PDP image and also help split the vote. Strategic thinking and advice is coming from Nigerians on social media. From Oluwatomiwa tweeting, I'm tired of you people suggesting a Yoruba as Atiku's VP. What's wrong with an Igbo? Why can't we have an Igbo VP? A Yoruba has recently ruled. A Yoruba is currently the VP. A South-South man has ruled. So why should the Igbos be ignored? Questions that really must be answered by Nigeria's political class. Why should the Igbos be ignored? From Peters the Bright, I think Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala would make a good choice as vice president based on antecedents. More so, it's time to properly integrate women into the top echelon of your political landscape. Women should be involved. Tweeting there in response to that development. As an Igbo man, I would have said Peter Obi strategically thinking PDP needs to sway sentiments and votes from the West. The Southeast is already behind Atiku. APC needs to be sacked by all means necessary. From Sam Namani there tweeting on that tweet. And from this Twitter user Double F, Atiku should name Oshibanjo as his VP. He knows the work. There have been wide suggestions yesterday, even suggestions that Atiku might need to probably align with Asiwaju Bola Tinubu and get Ambode as his running mate. Well, all sorts of permutations happening. Anything is possible in politics. And Kakaaki Social has been conducting a poll on his social handle. The poll concluded yesterday. Which of these eminent Nigerians should Atiku pick as running mate? And of course, you have Peter Obi, Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, Akinwumi Adesina, and Ike Ekweremadu there. And the results of the poll is out. Let's take a look. 3,531 Nigerians voted in that poll by Kakaaki Social. Peter Obi is leading at 42%, followed by Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala. Akinwumi Adesina comes third at 17%, and Ike Ekweremadu at the bottom with 6%. Let's take a look at the proper breakdown of the results in the sheet. From the first position, Peter Obi had 1,483 votes in that poll, and followed closely by Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, 1,235 second, Akinwumi Adesina 600 third, Ike Ekweremadu 211 votes first. So these are the people that Nigerians based on that poll feel Atiku should pick as his running mate. Peter Obi is topping that poll conducted by Kakaaki Social. Well, let's go on to soft issues now. A couple of months ago, Nollywood actress Mercy Aigbe posted images of this building. It's the Lord's doing and it's beautiful in my sight. Few months after that cake gift, I bought a beautiful home for myself and my kids in a choice area in Lagos. Say hello to the new landlady. It was celebration for Mercy Aigbe a couple of months ago, but just a few days ago, Nigerians are suggesting that that house was bought by Lagos State Governor Akinwumi Ambode. That has generated a lot of conversation in the social media. Let's go on and see how that issue was trending heavily yesterday. Nigerians are gisting on social media and claiming that Ambode bought that house for Mercy Aigbe. Let's take a look at some tweets that followed yesterday on that trend. From Bright Uchemadu, Mercy Aigbe is a successful industrious woman, but we rather call her a small girl with big God. It's funny how we don't see the struggle of a woman, but we are quick to call them out over silly rumors like this one. Let's take a look at more reactions yesterday as this issue was trending. Kylie Jenner, not up to 20 years old, buys a house. You all celebrate her. Mercy Aigbe, over 30 years old, buys a house. You all scrutinize her. I want to know her source. Buhari and the government are not our problem. We are our own enemy. From Yama Alpha. More tweets yesterday. Let's take a look from this Twitter user, @Kida Forbes. So Ambode used part of Lagos money he was to remit monthly to Jagaban Tinubu to buy house for Mercy Aigbe. Was that why Jagaban didn't give him second-term ticket? Nigerians can be mean on social media. And one more tweet on that issue. I'm not surprised if Ambode bought a mansion for Mercy Aigbe or not. Most of our Nigerian actresses on this table are on this table. I'm just praying for God to bless me. Well, Mercy Aigbe has come out to debunk claims that Ambode bought her the house. According to her, she bought the house from her savings, from her hard work. Well, Nigerians have very enterprising young people, and let's cut her some slack. She probably bought the house from her earnings. Well, this is where we wrap it up this morning on Kakaaki Social. There's a lot more to present, but because of our time, we have to cut it here. Follow the conversation on our social media platforms. Tweet at us at AIT Kakaaki, at Kakaaki Social on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and on YouTube as well. We have a YouTube channel at Kakaaki Social. Subscribe to the YouTube channel to follow up with part of the shows that part of this segment that you may have missed. Handing you over back now to Sally and Chikodinaka.
Thank you so much, Himai. Very interesting segment indeed. I wouldn't want to miss it for anything.